Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Nice to be back. Nice to have you here. And today we thought we would talk about cravings because, we've gone over so many times how a high nutrient dense food plan gives the body what it needs to be healthy. That our bodies are all designed to restore health naturally if they get what they need. And we've proven that time and time again, the hundreds and hundreds of people we've worked with just proves that there's like this universal law. It's almost like gravity. If we give our bodies what it needs, it's healthy. So what gets in the way?
Cravings,
Cravings,
habits.
habits. So we thought we'd touch on that today.
Okay, so this is my take on it from my insight and also from my personal experience for sure. Is it all begins so simply with one thought that we give value to, that we get committed to, and then build thought after thought after thought until it becomes, oh, I have done a good job. I need to reward myself. Or, oh, what's yours?
Oh, for me, I think I reach for food when there's some tension or anxiety. Like I think I've talked before on the blog about social anxiety. I get a little tense. Where's the food?
Yeah. And so, what I'm beginning to see so clearly is if I don't give a commitment to that first thought and build on it, layer by layer by layer by layer with other thoughts, it can pass on through so easily. If I go eat a potato chip, and what I do with that is just, oh, well, how's that any different than saying, what time is it? It's just this thought moving through. Doesn't need to hold anything. It gets less and less and less. And I'm back in the driver's seat, recognizing that, no, I don't need to have the potato chip, and I can if I want to, but it's not something that I have this habitual response to.
So you're saying if you have the thought about having a potato chip, and instead of it kind of carrying the energy that it used to, like I'm going to reward myself,
Yeah,
which gives it more meaning and more drive and more reality. It's like
true.
this is a real deal. I'm gonna I'm gonna get what I want. Um, you could just look at that thought as the same as asking yourself what time it is.
Yeah, I wonder what time it is. And in that thought, see, feel the difference. There's no energy. There's no commitment. That's the main thing. When I commit to, oh, a potato chip makes me feel rewarded. Oh, the taste of the salt, the taste of the oil makes me feel do. Then it builds layer on layer on layer on layer and gets, as Bill says, to be this three-dimensional high definition experience, which seems so big, like it's bigger than me and I've got to do it. When in reality, it's my own creation. Just staying committed to thought after thought. And if I just say, oh, I'll treat that like I wonder what time it is,
Yeah, I like what you
falls
say.
away.
I like that, that I create myself. Because if I look at my wanting food when I'm anxious in a social setting, I see that I've made that whole thing up. That if I have something in my hand, if I'm drinking something, if I'm eating something, that's going to allow that energy, that feeling to settle down, which I've hooked up in the past. So if I just were to look at that as, oh, I wonder what time it is, I wonder what would happen. It's like I would just kind of be left with that feeling. It's so interesting what our minds do, isn't it?
Well, last night I had the experience I'm describing.
Mm-hmm.
So up came after dinner. I had a light dinner and I wasn't hungry. Oh, I have a potato chip. Oh, I have a few chocolate chips. And I just said, wonder what time it is, meaning I just treated it with no commitment. And it went away, and it went away several times, and it just totally dissolved. And I thought, well, why would I eat that potato chip when I know I'm not hungry? I know it's just a thought that is floating through me. And I thought, well, maybe it's some feeling that I don't want to feel. So this week, what we encourage you to do is get curious when you have a craving. Just get really curious about what thought am I committing to? And can it be as simple as, I wonder what time it is?
Mm-hmm.
A completely neutral thought that then allows us to settle and relax and the thoughts to just float away.
It's kind of another version of what we talked about a few weeks ago. All circumstances are neutral. It's like all of our thoughts are actually neutral. The idea to have a potato chip or a chocolate chip or these things that we feel like, I really got to have this right now, it's going to make a difference in my life. The thought itself is actually carries no more importance than, I wonder what time it is.
Yeah, and I love your saying that because it carries no more importance than what I give it, than the reality I make of it, than the energy I put into it. And if I don't put any in, like I wonder what time it is, it just dissolves.
Yeah, an amazing example of how we create our own reality. That, chocolate, having a piece of chocolate cake at a certain time, in a certain situation, only has as much importance as I give it.
Now, what we want to talk about is this fabulous course we just completed.
Yeah.
We had such a great time with the ladies that joined us, and everybody had wonderful progress in learning about the power of the body to thrive and have great health, and natural weight loss as a result. We're doing a new class on what day is it in March? The 28th?
28th starts, yeah.
Yeah, it'll start on the 28th, and it's a 6-week program. It normally costs $198, but since you've heard about it through us, if you enroll by March 21st, you can get it for $148. Save $50. Yeah, really good. So what you want to do is go to classes, the tab of classes above. Click on that and watch the video about this 6-week course. We've had amazing feedback. People are loving it, and many of them have continued on in our graduate group calls. So they're liking what's happening.
Yeah, so the class is called Health and Natural Weight Loss. And the unique aspect to the course that we haven't ever done before is how we really link it to our thinking and our how the mind works, the role that the mind plays in how our reality is experienced. Because that so often drives the whole eating patterns and lifestyle that we develop. And that was an aspect that most everybody that took this last course really appreciated. There's a coaching call every week as well as a community call. So this is all virtual. It's done on Zoom, so we connect on the internet. So you can do it anywhere in the world where you have an internet connection.
At any time. And you get 2 teaching videos a week as well.
Yeah, and all of the live calls are always recorded. So if you're not able to join live for the community calls, then they're available for you to view after.
Now, the important thing is contact us after you watch the video, because we want to give you a free call just to learn more about you and connect with you more deeply and support you to determine if this is really your best next step. For people who want to restore health, raise their level of health, and experience natural weight loss, it's perfect. So we hope to hear from you soon. Take a look at the video on classes and recipe. Recipe is one Bill made with a wild rice blend, lots of broccoli, carrots, mushrooms and creamy almond.
Yeah, it's almost like what I used to love were some of those old casseroles with the cream of mushroom soup, Campbell's, So it's like, how can we do this in a healthy way? And I'll tell you, this is creamed with almonds instead of dairy, and it's a knockout.
It's really good. And then on the top we put faux Parmesan cheese. You had a new name for it, cashew cheese. It's so good. So check it out below and give it a try. I think you'll love it. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to support you to move forward in your lives, to have higher levels of health and well-being, and to truly thrive and have lasting change. All is available. We're happy to support you in it.
Great. Thanks. Bye for
Bye.
now.